Hello, we are from the NTU OIA. Welcome to training section for International Student Volunteer Program for the second semester of the 114 academic years. Through today's section, you will learn about responsibility for an international student volunteer, enabling you to provide better service when you take on this role in the future. Let's begin today's training. The session is divided into three stages. The first stage is an introduction of international students. The second stage covers the principle of arrangement for international student volunteer program. The third stage details the tasks involved in the volunteer service. Before we start, please visit the OIA website to download the International Student Volunteer Handbook. It's more effective to follow along the handbook. First, introduction to international students. NTU's international students can be divided into two main categories: degree student and non-degree students. Degree students are those pursuing a formal degree and will receive an NTU diploma upon graduation. They are further divided into two types: regular degree students and dual degree students, who can earn diplomas from NTU and partner universities. Non-degree students include exchange students, visiting students, and visiting research students. Exchange students are part of the arrangement between NTU and partner universities, allowing students to participate in exchange programs during their studies. This means NTU students also have the opportunity to study at corresponding overseas universities. Visiting students come from universities without exchange agreement with NTU and participate the program by paying additional fees. Second, principle and eligibility for international student volunteer service. Let's now discuss the eligibility and principle for the volunteer service. Service principle. Please pay special attention to the following points. First, the volunteer period lasts for 1 semester. Second, if OIA deems a volunteer unsuitable, their volunteer status will be revoked and their duties will be terminated. If you encounter any issues, first consult the volunteer handbook or the OIA website. If you still cannot find answers, contact your college leader. The list of college leaders for the second semester of 114 academic year will be posted on the OIA website. Personally assist the international student you are assigned to. Do not delegate this responsibility to others. Prioritize your safety. During the semester, maintain a professional attitude to prevent any misunderstanding or issues for both parties. Cross-cultural communication principle. Since international students come from diverse cultural backgrounds, their understanding of events and communication styles may differ from us. To avoid misunderstanding and ensure smooth interactions, please follow these principles. First, different cultures may interpret the same event differently. Always approach these differences with respect. Second, stereotypes are the biggest barriers to effective communications. Third, do not assume everything is obvious or universal. Fourth, listen actively, observe carefully, ask questions, and communicate with sincerity and care. Eligibility for volunteering. To qualify as an international student volunteer, you must first register online, second, attend this training section, third, pass the online volunteer test. Upon completing these steps, you will be eligible to serve as a volunteer. You will not be able to provide full volunteer service and should not apply to be a volunteer if, first, you will not be in Taiwan during the second semester of 114 academic years due to exchange program, visit, or other reasons. Second, you are unable to contact via email during the winter break. Volunteers meeting these conditions will have their eligibility revoked. The pairing result for volunteer will be announced on January 16th, 2026 via the volunteer system. At the volunteer handbook, you will find the volunteer service record form, which lists all the tasks volunteers are responsible for. If you are unsure about tasks at any stage, refer to this form for guidance. After completing your service, please have the international student sign the form and upload it to the volunteer system to finalize your service. Third, task of the International Student Volunteer Service. Before international students arrive in Taiwan, your most important task is to provide them the information about course selections. The OIA website offers course selection guides in multiple languages. However, we strongly recommend explaining the course selection system to your student in advance to ensure the smoother process. If they encounter an issue with course selection, you can contact the Office of Academic Affairs or their department. Additionally, provide information about accommodation, including dormitory locations and transportation details. If an international student wishes to move into the dormitory early, they should contact the dormitory manager directly to confirm if it is available. For related inquiries, contact the housing division. Before selection courses, international students must activate their NTU student ID account. Please remind them that their default password is A followed by their birthday date, making a 9-digit password. For example, for a student born on March 10th, 2006, the default password would be A20060310. Course selection rules. Degree students follow the same course selection regulations as local students. Non-degree students must take at least 2 courses or earn a minimum of 4 credits. After arrival in Taiwan, the first task is to assist international students with moving into their dormitory. Try to personally help them with this process and assist with purchasing essential dormitory items such as mattress and bed sheets. Special reminder: arrange to assist international students before 8 p.m. If you cannot assist before 8 p.m., schedule another time to accompany them for shopping or provide them with shopping information. While you should be kind and helpful, but remember to protect yourself. Visa and ARC. There are 2 types of visa in Taiwan: visitor visas and resident visas. If the student you assisting is an exchange student staying in Taiwan for less than 6 months, a visitor visa is sufficient. However, for degree students, whether they hold a visitor visa or a resident visa, they must apply for an ARC within 30 days of arriving in Taiwan. Next is enrollment information. Please pay special attention to health check, orientation, registration, and Chinese language placement tests for the second semester of 114 academic years. The schedule is shown on the OIA website. Please check it later and remind your international students. After the semester begins, if an international student encounters emergencies or special circumstances, such as hospitalization or mental health issues, the OIA will notify the volunteer. Please provide appropriate care and support as needed. Last, the before arrival duties timetable is shown on the screen. Please pay special attention on this. That concludes today's training section. Thank you again for signing up as an international student volunteer. If you have any question, feel free to contact the OIA via email.